beautiful budding bakers, what a glorious day it is today. Fancy a quickie? I beg your pardon. A kitchy baby. Kitchy, what are we doing this morning? We're doing quiche. Quiche. How many of my students struggle with that spelling? Quiche. Quiche. We're doing a quiche. So fancy a quickie? Not today, thank you. We're doing quiche. So, as easy as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We are starting with 175 grams of plain flour. We have got 175 grams of flour, 100 grams of cold butter. In it goes. We have got 1 egg yolk and we will be using 3 tablespoons of butter. So, get your flour tossed with your butter. And today we're doing a vegetarian quiche. Ooh, vegetarian quiche. My mother, who's 80, absolutely adores this quiche. It's a vegetarian quiche and it is filled with feta cheese and it is absolutely divine. My kids go, ooh, I don't want vegetarian quiche. Can you do quiche, Lorraine? Yes, I can. With the same recipe, changing the ingredients, kaboom, you've got quiche Lorraine. So while one person does the vegetarian quiche, the second person can do the quiche Lorraine because it's so easy. Now, episode 3, season 52, way back when we did the chocolate tart was a sweet short crust pastry. We, this morning, are doing a savoury pastry. Now, one of the things I do like to add when I am, hold on, show me the money, when I am making pastry, is to just pimp up the pastry a little bit. And on this occasion, I am adding some thyme. So I have added some fresh thyme because I don't have any dry thyme. And I'm always running out of thyme. So I'm putting it into my quiche. Now, don't put too much of the thyme into your quiche pastry because it could taste a bit like, I don't know, sort of a cough syrupy medicinal liquid. It's just, you know what, it just doesn't work. It's too strong. I want the flavours of this ratatouille base to come through and just a hint of the thyme, not too much. Okay, so again, I'm making the pastry lovely and light. Now, it does at this stage look like as if you've got dead flies in your pastry and that's just the flecks of your thyme, okay? So, make a well in the middle and in goes my egg yolk. Lovely free range egg. And 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons. Now, I tend to do 2. If you really need to put another bit in, try and avoid putting in too much water. And I'm going to use this butter knife just as it would be a mixer because I don't want to get my hands into the pastry. Because I'm hot stuff, ladies, hot stuff. If your hands are warm when you're working with pastry, it actually makes the pastry go a little greasy. So just like this, I'm going around with my knife until it's going into clumps. Can you see clumps? I have behind me, whoosh, she's flying it everywhere. I have my oven preheated at 180. Surprise, surprise. Everything at this stage is at 180. And in I'm going like the claw. In, and as I'm going in, I am squeezing and turning the dough. And it is taking up. Now this was only 2 tablespoons of cold water. Another nice tip if you want it really ice cold is you plop an ice cube into your water before you start and it'll get it nice and cold. You could have a gin and tonic on the side, but bit early this morning. Now, bowl out of the way. And we've got a pastry. Now, again, most would wait and chill their pastry for 30 minutes. Not me. I'm too busy. I am going to roll it out and then I will chill my pastry. Excuse me, sniff. So I have my tray and I have my rolling pin. And all I'm going to do is a tiny bit of flour. Tiny bit of flour dancing in your rolling pin to roll out our pastry. So this is a lovely short crust pastry. So again, there are no dead flies on my pastry. It's the flecks of your thyme through your pastry. Lovely, lovely addition to this. Jude, this is for you. Chili flakes are very nice. You could add a pinch of chili flakes to your pastry and you'd get a lovely bit of heat. So my method of rolling out, up, down, turn it around, up, down, turn it around. Another tiny bit of flour. And again on my rolling pin, because I just do not want it to stick, because as you can see, it's quite soft. And I know I haven't left the pastry rest, but honestly, it really makes no difference whatsoever if you roll it out straight away, because at least that way you can clean up, get it out of the way, shove it into the fridge, and chill it. Now, roll, 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 roll. Tiny bit of sprinkling of flour, and sing while you bake, because you have to be happy. This is Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. I've just forgotten. It's a Sunday. What day is today? It's Sunday. Oh, okay, is that Sunday? No, it's Sunday. I'm not too sure if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's one of those days. So we are nearly there. Bring our tart tray over. Loose bottom tart. Oh, that sounds shocking. A loose bottom tart. There's a loose bottom tart to the house. Roll out. Bringing it over again to make sure it'll fit. And then I'm using my rolling pin. And it doesn't matter if it cracks, because there's a great crack in this house. And whoop. Uppy down. Skills drum ba ba bum. Bum. Now I'll just give it a how's your father? In and tuck it in. If there are any cracks, just push, because it's a lovely buttery pastry. And bring it all the way around. And you're going to chill this in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. Now I'm overlapping the pastry because if I was doing this for somebody else, I would actually cook it as is with the pastry hanging over the tray, and then I'd have a lovely clean cut all the way around. But today, for our fast quickie, quiche, all I'm going to do, roll our rolling pin. Sound effects always in this house. It is never a quiet house. Dun, 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 dun. Anything that you see, you just push together and you have got your quiche base, okay? With your lovely dead fly flecks of your thyme. No dead flies, I promise. Although it could be extra protein. Now, anything you have left over, don't ever throw your pastry out with these frugal times, is you roll out another tiny bit of flour. Make sure your rolling pin has the flour as well. Do-do-do, zippity-do, zippity-day. Up, down, turn it around, up, down. How are all my little munchkins today? And a special happy birthday. I know I've left it very late, Laura, but I didn't forget you. Happy birthday to you. Laura is 23. So Laura O'Neill, you are 23 today. Happy birthday. I'm feeling very old because her mum reminded me, Barbara O'Neill reminded me, Trishy made her christening cake. I am so old. So Laura, happy birthday to you. So I'm now using a scone cutter and I'm going to cut out with the extra paste left over, 2 little rounds, and then I can tuck them into my little cupcake tray. Well, it's actually a muffin tray. So even though it looks like as if it's lost, hello, hello, it's way down there. I then get a cupcake case and I put it on top of the pastry, little tip, top of the pastry, like so. Because then, when I put my pastry base, which is now going to go into the fridge for at least 30 minutes to chill, when it goes into the oven, I weigh it down with tin foil and ceramic beans. So this is one I prepared earlier. So the ceramic beans are now going to go on top of my cupcakes and again into the oven. But these ones need to be chilled as well. So you end up with tiny little tarts. Little baby tarts. Are they so sweet? Well, actually they're quite savory, not sweet. So moving on, we have got a Blue Peter moment. We have got our quiche ready. So the next thing we do is we clean as we go. Get rid of stuff, Trish. Clear the decks. Move it out of the way so you see what we're doing next. Do we need the rolling pin? No, we don't. Do we need all this mess? No, we don't. Move it out of the way. Clean as you go. Clean as you go. 2 minutes while I wash my hands. Behind my ears, just my little feet, and dance across the way. Now, what we're starting with now is the filling. So, what I have. Thank you, all fresh fruit. You're amazing because I get the most amazing veg delivered to my door. All fresh in Little Island. We have got courgette. We have got some mushrooms. We have got an onion. We have got 6 tomatoes. We've got 2 peppers. We've got garlic. And we're also using feta cheese. Now, for this, I have sauteed and prepared earlier my ratatouille base. That's all it is. You've sauteed your onion, you've sauteed your garlic, you have thrown in your chopped peppers. I had yellow, I don't have any more yellow, but I had yellow peppers. You could use green peppers, you can use whatever veg you have in the fruit. In the fruit, hello, in the fridge. So, I have got my pastry base. Now, pimping it up a notch. I'm going to put a teaspoon of pesto on the base of my quiche. And I'm going to smear the pesto all the way across the paste, all across the pastry even. As I said, this is Facebook Live. I wing it every morning. I have no idea what comes out of my mouth until I review the show. So apologies if I've said anything to upset anyone. Now, we have got our ratatouille base. In goes our ratatouille deliciousness. So we have got our ratatouille. I am probably not going to use all of it. I can have some yummy pasta. So this can go through my pasta. That's my lunch. I just want to make sure that I have it completely covered. There is nothing worse than having a windy quiche that you just have a and there's no flavor. This has lots of yumminess, lots of veg, and a little bit of variety in every bite. So we have our little quiche. Now, we also can do exactly the same with whatever's left on the spoon. Frugal Trish of pesto. And again, you can do exactly the same on a little one. You can take a tiny bit of your ratatouille mix and you can put it into your little baby one. Now this looks as if it's on steroids compared to the comparison of the size of the baby one. Okay, so we've got our filling done. Next we need to do a bit of skipping. Skippity-dee-da, skippity-day, my oh my, what a wonderful day. 4 eggs, 4 large eggs, and I just want to beat them so you don't have any lumps. You want everything lovely and smooth. And I've got my feta cheese, and my feta cheese comes in a block, like so. Not obviously this size, but a large block. And I'm putting 150 grams because I love feta. If I could put in 1,000 grams of feta, I would. But I just want a little on my quiche. Just a little. Holy cannoli. Now, if you're not mad on feta, and if you don't like feta, don't put feta in. Use cheddar cheese. If you don't like quiche, don't make it. These are just suggestions in these hard times. Now, I am getting my cream. 250 mils of cream. Look away! 250 mils of cream. And I'm going to slowly mix my cream. And again, you may not need all of this in your pie, but I will slowly fill it. And you've got your hum in the background of your lovely oven. It's humming, see? Sometimes I genuinely think it's talking to me. Hello Trish, how are you? It's like when I'm in Ballycotton, and when I go down to Ballycotton, you see the lighthouse. And when we were little, my dad used to say, because we were terrified of the lighthouse, the noise of the lighthouse, it was hello boats. Hello boats. So 30 years on, every time I hear a lighthouse, that's what comes to mind. Hello boats. There are lots of things that come to my mind. Constantly. So I'm not going to lie. This is one scrumdiddlyumptious quiche. Quickie, quiche, quickie. Whatever way you pronounce it, it is divine. Oh, look at this now, look. Smothered in just heaven, heaven. Now for the last remnants, I'm going to pour into the tray in the oven. And a pinch of pepper, poivre, a little bit of pepper, so you've got a little bite. And although, yes, I know the feta is a little salty, a little bit mold and sea salt, just a tiny bit. And then I'll get my large tray. And I'm going to, whoa, sit the large tray. And don't forget our little baby one. Don't forget our little baby one. Where's the cheese gone? Oh, I used up all the cheese. See, look, even just a little bit of the feta on this one too. Da-da-dum. And I will put up the recipe for the quiche Lorraine because it's very similar. You just use 200 grams of your ham. And spill it right over the top as you do Facebook Live. But Trish, continue on, you're a professional. Lift that up, clean that up in a minute. So I'm bringing it to the oven for 180 degrees. This time, don't cut me short, Sophie. Stay with me, Sophie, stay with me. Don't. So in it's going, whoa, no wibble, no wibble. And for the last remnants, another little bit I'm throwing into the oven so it doesn't spill. Into the oven it goes for about 20-25 minutes. Bring my little one over, a tiny bit more of the egg. I'll do a few more minis, and you've also got a mini one. These will take about 15 minutes. Keep an eye at 10 minutes. You don't want them burning. Lads, ladies and gents, boys and girls, everyone here. Quichy baby. That's what we were doing today. Quiche. See you tomorrow at 10 a.m. for some more surprises.